It just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a handoff to Henry. And so Derrick Henry all alone. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
It's Kelsey on the grab. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Aldrick Roses for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 34. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And that will come the offense as they take over.
24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now Breeze. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked up near the 44. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Number 31,
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the shotgun, Wilson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
If you know about the carport, the trap floor is supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
We know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Breeze. He's got it complete to Thompson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sanders, the ball carrier. Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll find his tight end, that's Waller.
Complete to Garrett.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does it.
Wilson, it's loose. It's out, fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. You think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Number 34.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Breeze. He's got Thompson here, complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Derrick Henry in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Well, we don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really gotten out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. To throw again on second down. Wilson, and his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd and 4.
Incomplete.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminated.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is brought in at the 21.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were able to get any points. Now they'll
and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Jacob Phillips.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson, and he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He was brought down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Bree's going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. To throw is Breeze.
They'll find his tight end here, Asiasi.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.